In the last video, I went over a method of playing your PC games away from your desk using VR, and I got an interesting comment. Someone mentioned the use of an application that can turn any UE4 or UE5 game into a VR game, and it actually allows you to look around with your VR headset. Now, I wanted to make this video before, but I figured that I was too late to the hype and ditched the idea, but looks like I'm making the video now. Let me show you how to set this up. First, let's talk about the requirements. Similar to the previous video, your PC needs to be pretty good to run this smoothly. You want to have a little headroom in your game's FPS for this, so although you may achieve 60 FPS solid on a certain game, for this you may want 70 to 80 FPS depending on how demanding Steam VR is for you. Your PC needs to handle rendering your game and Steam VR, which can definitely tank FPS. Now, the application for this video is UEVR. This application was released a few months ago and was insanely popular. The program basically injects specific code into an Unreal Engine 4 or 5 game, which allows it to be rendered in Steam VR. This link can be found in the description. Then, of course, you will need Steam VR and any VR headset, including PhoneVR, and last but not least, a method of playing the game like a keyboard and mouse or controller. Okay, now once you have UEVR installed somewhere on your PC, all you need to do is just go to the UEVR injector.exe, open it as administrator, and then once you do that, just drag it over here and then just go to this drop down here, find the exe file for your game. So it has to be UE4 or UE5. Click it and you'll see a lot of this stuff come up. Don't worry about any of this stuff except for maybe frame rate. If you do mess with any of these things, look up a few videos. There are plenty of videos on the internet that will actually show you how to set some of this stuff up. Some of this stuff can actually be very useful, but if you're a beginner like me, then don't mess with any of this stuff because it's just fine without it. So once you have the exe file selected here, just click inject. And you'll see that I tap into the game and you'll see that this window comes up. So you can really get rid of this. Just keep in mind what the menu key is so that you can always come back here, because this will definitely be useful. This is way more useful than the main screen here is, but you can see that it allows you to change a lot of the different things. So just remember that the keyboard menu key is insert. But as you can see here, my headset is actually controlling where I'm looking in the game. So you will still need to use your mouse to control where it's actually looking fully, but you can still turn your entire head and you can see that it is changing in the game. So of course you will still need to be at your PC, or even if you're using a wireless controller, you can also play it like that. But as you can see in Nobody Wants to Die, it is working amazingly, and I've tried this in Cyberpunk. It still works really well. Now later on in this video you will see a actual benchmark of a few games where I just test this, and yeah, this is truly amazing. This is pretty much all you need to do. If I go to the VR view here and I go up a little bit, this is what I'm seeing. So you can see here, as I move my head, it knows that I'm moving it in the game, and I can basically play it the exact same way. Now, the only issue with this is that, of course, like I said in the intro, this can be pretty taxing on your PC, so you will need to turn down some settings. I'm pretty sure I have this at all high settings, so if you want to actually play games like this, you will need to maybe go to like low medium, which that's kind of what VR games are at anyways. But let's go ahead and get on to the test for the other games. So yeah, as you can see here, it looks amazing. This method brings the quality of Unreal Engine 5 games and the coolness, if that's a word, from VR games and combines it to one. This truly is amazing, and at least in my gameplay of this, the FPS and frame time is not bad at all. OBS definitely decreases my FPS in these benchmarks, but even then, there were no stutters, meaning that this could be used to make future Unreal Engine games even more fun.